Here's a little bit of help on the Pong game, because I know there is, again, a lot of new stuff in here that you haven't done. First thing you need to do is look at the top at the directions. And they're talking about creating a movable player, which means animating this paddle so that you can play Pong against the computer. If you read through all of these directions over here, you'll notice that they've got certain words that are capitalized, and they give you information. All the information you need to fill in this draw function is right here in these 4 lines, okay? First thing you're gonna do is look through and find the draw function. Again, don't create a new one. Just scroll down towards the bottom of the screen until you find the draw function. And as soon as you find it, it says player control. That's where you're gonna go in and you're gonna add this if statement. Now, I want you to think about it. When we're playing Pong on here, we're setting up keys to move the paddle. It says when the up arrow key is pressed, the paddle moves up. When the down arrow key is pressed, the paddle moves down. So the key words here are what we are actually doing to make the paddle move. Finally, it says when no key is pressed, the paddle on the left does not move. So what you're going to need to do is come down to your documentation, scroll down to your keyboard, and look at your choices, because there are 6 choices here. Remember, if the key is pressed, the condition is true. That means the paddle is moving. But if the key is not pressed, the condition is false and the paddle doesn't move. So you need to use that information to make sure you put the right command inside this if statement. Then you have your key code directions. Looking at this information over here, figure out what goes in there. Finally, you have to scroll through your code and find the functions that make the players move. Once you find that, that's what goes in this blank down here. You're going to call that function to make it actually happen. So once you are done, you'll have an actual working Pong game where you are the left paddle, the computer is the right paddle, and you can play against each other.